Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on infection prevention protocols with mobile CT. I am Judy Samuelman, the Clinical Marketing Manager, and on behalf of Neurologica, thank you for taking the time to join us. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at mobilecT@neurologica.com. We hope you enjoy this presentation. Neurologica is a different kind of company and not at all your typical medical device vendor. Yes, we are committed to innovation, quality, and remaining in the forefront of technology, but we are small and agile with a 16-year history. Our CT scanners are designed, manufactured, inspected, shipped, and upgraded, all from the same location in Danvers, Mass. In the United States. For us, it's personal, from the reason the company was launched and the way we customize and develop new products based on a hospital's need to our customer training and service, as well as the satisfaction every member of our team enjoys for a job well done. The company itself was launched for a very personal reason, and that commitment echoes throughout our history. One of our founders' brothers was brought to a small mountain hospital, conscious and talking, following a car accident. But because the hospital did not have a CT scanner, they missed a brain injury and subsequently he died of a brain hemorrhage. The premise behind the company was to create a CT scanner that would have changed that, a CT scanner that could bring this potentially life-saving technology to patients wherever they are. The answer, we believed, was a fully mobile CT scanner with minimal sighting requirements. Initially, our focus was on the brain, hence the name Neurologica. As we grew, our mission expanded well beyond the brain and to bring life-saving CT scanning where it had never gone before, in the back of an ambulance for stroke diagnosis on the scene, and a mobile CT clinic for low-dose lung cancer screening in underserved communities where access to such services is limited or non-existent. We, as a U.S. company, made the local news.
The huge number of patients in China is making diagnosis of coronavirus more difficult. A Danvers company is helping meet the demand with their portable CT scanner. NBC 10's Brian Burnell shows us how they've pulled together to get the job done.
China remains the center of the coronavirus with about 80,000 cases. One tool used to diagnose the disease is the BodyTom, a portable CT scanner made by Neurologica in Danvers. With so many cases, China's hospitals are jammed.
Their overflow is basically into anything that they can house patients. Schools, gymnasiums, covered stadiums, things like that, just because of the sheer volume of the patients.
And if you can't bring the patient to the CT scanner, bring the scanner to the patient. But the demand put pressure on the company to ramp up production.
It takes a certain amount of hours to complete the machine, and it would normally be about 2.5 weeks to complete a machine, and they want to do it in a week. So now we got to figure out how to fit those hours from the 2.5 weeks into 1 week.
Which they've done by adding shifts and people pitching in to help with assembly without sacrificing quality. They've boxed up and shipped 6 machines in 6 weeks, with 7 to 10 more coming.
Neurologica is a medium-sized company helping to deal with a major international problem that's only going to get worse before it gets better. But David tells me they do have the capability to expand right here in Danvers.
And the people here are proud to be pitching in to help control the coronavirus.
I kind of liked that we were helping other people and the responsibility. So this is just the type of thing that I was, wanted to be part of.
In Danvers, Brian Burnell, NBC 10 Boston.
Our BodyTom Elite full-body CT scanner was the perfect answer to a life-threatening situation where infection prevention was paramount. Neurologica makes it possible and practical for CT scanners to go where no scanner has ever gone before, and makes it possible to set up a scanning area specifically for infectious disease patients. As a mobile CT scanner with dose-appropriate lung screening protocols, BodyTom is the most effective solution for use in environments like they faced in China. BodyTom is the first mobile, full-body, 32-slice CT scanner with full diagnostic image quality. Especially suited for screening a contagious disease, the 32-slice BodyTom mobile internally shielded design enables scanning of quarantined patients at the point of care, minimizing exposure of unaffected individuals to the disease during the exam process. The full-body, high-image quality CT scanner is compact and easily maneuverable, accommodating small spaces and other unusual scanning settings where patients are being kept in quarantine. One lesson the COVID-19 pandemic has taught healthcare is the importance of being prepared and deploying all available resources efficiently and intelligently to address this crisis. With current challenges, healthcare facilities need to think ahead and plan for future infectious disease threats, which are inevitable given the predicted resurgence of coronavirus during the upcoming fall and winter. Neurologica BodyTom Elite is the first mobile scanner of its kind. The system has an 85-centimeter gantry and 60-centimeter field of view and can accommodate patients of all sizes. The combination of rapid scan time, flexible settings, and immediate viewing makes the BodyTom Elite a valuable tool to all facilities needing versatile, real-time mobile imaging. Unlike a traditional CT scanner, the BodyTom doesn't have an integrated table, allowing the weight capacity of the scanner to be only limited by the table being used to scan the patient. Because most restrictions on location are removed, our freestanding CT scanners offer flexibility for post-virus use. For example, they can be set up in radiation brachytherapy suites, the operating room, and ICUs, as well as serve as backup general scanners. Today, their features and performance have come to rival most fixed scanners, and they are available in a variety of configurations for specific imaging needs. Depending on the facility's preferences, budgets, and choice of device, mobile infectious disease CT distancing programs can be implemented in a variety of ways and locations. The VA healthcare system San Diego has selected Neurologica's BodyTom Elite Mobile CT for dedicated imaging in designated areas that isolate potential patients with infectious disease from its general population. The 32-slice full-body BodyTom Elite scanner combines high image quality with unique flexibility thanks to battery operation, self-shielded design, and an innovative drive system that enables easy movement throughout the hospital to easily and cost-effectively expand its imaging capacity for infectious disease. Currently, VA San Diego utilizes a BodyTom Elite CT in a specialized outdoor scanning area nearby its virus screening tent. The hospital is pleased with BodyTom Elite and its current deployment. The area provides easy access for emergency department staff, and infectious disease patients admitted through the ED are quickly and efficiently imaged as needed without entering the hospital building. The use of a dedicated CT scanner also allows time for the scrupulous cleaning required for infectious disease imaging without impacting routine radiology workflow. The VA of San Diego originally purchased the BodyTom Elite as part of an emergency preparedness program and as a general backup scanner. Both applications demanded a high-quality, flexible scanner and easy mobility for deployment in a range of settings. When the coronavirus put strains on the hospital's existing CT resources and called for distancing of potentially infectious patients, the mobile scanner provided an excellent solution. The hospital also notes that the cost of purchasing a BodyTom was generally comparable to a rental of a CT trailer for a single year, but that purchase of a BodyTom Elite clearly had its advantages. And here's one more advantage of BodyTom Elite Mobile CT.
The Forts Medical System rolled out at the Orlando VA Medical Center and is the first of its kind to be deployed. Forts stands for Fold-Out Rigid Temporary Structure and is a 30-bed unit to act as a brick-and-mortar ICU. With the capability of rapid deployment, Forts can be ready to go in just 2.5 days' time, including quality control and testing before accepting patients. Paul Kim, the director of the Office of Emergency Management for the Veterans Health Administration, explained that this unit is not necessarily designed for COVID, but can certainly help treat COVID patients.
What we're looking at is an asset that is robust, nimble, and we can move to any location, whether it's to treat COVID or to respond to a hurricane, earthquake, any type of disaster situation.
The entire system is modular and can be transported by land, sea, or air. This unit features touchless bathrooms, a telemedicine station, and x-rays, ultrasounds, as well as blood tests can be done on site. Kim detailed that although this unit is the first of many, each fort's footprint may differ to best suit the situation response.
This is the first right now, but as far as I know, there are others in the works. There's different formats, if you will, and footprints. It can be deployed all together or in units. So it doesn't always have to go as a full hospital. So it would be geared or arranged to that emergency.
You may be wondering how forts can specifically help with COVID-19. Kim described the many capabilities of forts when it comes to a global pandemic.
There's a couple of great features about this. Not only can it be cleaned and deconned before it goes out, it can also be cleaned and deconned totally when it's done being used. But it also has air handling systems that will transfer or change the air periodically, which is very important. It also can generate its own water. It generates its own electricity. It has 2 backup generators. In case one fails, the other one kicks in automatically. Right now, everything that you see, it's only using about 60% of the generator. So this is really a self-sufficient, self-sustaining unit that can be put anywhere to decompress a VA hospital or respond to anything that we have in the community. So it's a pretty unique capability.
The VA also has a 4th mission to aid in any disaster when the community needs help.
We are authorized to give that help. They have to go through the state, obviously the local state, and we'll be tasked with that mission. For instance, if we have to take non-veterans into our facilities, we can do that. And this would serve in one of those roles if need be. How this would be staffed is we would either draw people from the local facility if the facility sustains damage and can't operate, or we have the Disaster Emergency Medical Personnel System, DEMPS, which is about 3,500 volunteers that are trained, licensed, and we can deploy them at a moment's notice and they would come in and staff this hospital.
The forts unit also features a roving robot to allow patients to have video calls with their families. Kim told us that forts is currently acting as a proof of concept, and that the Office of Emergency Management has had ICU nurses, physicians, IT, and more do a walkthrough and ensure the staff's familiarity and comfort, and if anything was missing, to make it as workable as possible. And from what he told us, the feedback was astounding. Nicole Bosco, Nona Hood News.
This is a picture showing the BodyTom Elite Mobile CT Suite at Forts Medical. Enabled in part by innovative technology and Levine Cancer Institute's dedicated staff, the Lung Basis for Life program is serving as a model for similar initiatives worldwide. More than 50 healthcare systems were represented at a Neurologica symposium on mobile lung cancer screening in May of 2019. A virtual symposium will be held in May of 2021, following postponement of the event scheduled for May of this year due to coronavirus cautions.
All of the comforts of a clinical setting are now available in a mobile application.
We're taking a very common imaging modality, we're bringing it to a segment of the population that either physically or psychologically can't access it.
Typically, 50% of individuals who are diagnosed with lung cancer live less than 1 year. And the reason for that is because when lung cancer is detected, it's typically in stage 4. And that is why early detection of lung cancer is so critical.
Before, we would have to have shore power, meaning the vehicle would have to be located in a place we could plug it in. And that really starts to limit where you can go, right? Without reliable power, the system can't run. If the system can't run, it can't do its job, which is to take images and provide those diagnoses.
The Volta Power system provides all the power that the clinic needs to operate, and it provides clean power all day long. There's no noise, no vibration, nothing that would give them the discomfort of a noisy diesel generator operating in the background.
With the advanced power on board the Winnebago now, we can set up anywhere we want. Wherever this needs to go, wherever it'll attract, wherever it'll get the greatest access is where it can go. That's the beauty of it.
To bring screening in through a mobile vehicle like this is really very innovative. It's really one of the first of its kind.
Through the continuous innovation that we do at Winnebago, we're able to provide the underserved communities that need outreach.
The look and feel of the Winnebago vehicle, it's very familiar to people. It's very comforting. It's very home-like. The folks that are coming in to get these scans are already have an elevated anticipation level, right? They're already a little bit nervous about it. For them to walk into a Winnebago, to walk into a home-like environment and get that scan is very comforting for them.
That's really going to help make a difference. It's really going to be a game changer in helping us reach more individuals that are at high risk for lung cancer, being able to detect lung cancer and making sure that they get treatment at the earliest stage possible.
When it comes to efficiently mobilizing CT for infectious disease imaging, a highly effective strategy can be literally mobilizing scanners to enable movement throughout the hospital. By adopting mobile CT equipment, facilities can keep infected patients apart from the general imaging population through a policy of CT distancing, so to speak. Transporting infected patients to radiology departments can disperse germs throughout the hospital and even turn the radiology waiting room, which accommodates patients from across the hospital and beyond, into an extremely dangerous place. Distancing is important for vulnerable intensive care patients who are at higher risk for infection and often deadly disease progression. Mobile CT scanners also provide a simple, fast, and relatively cost-effective way to expand CT capacity for the increased demands of infectious disease imaging without the complex and costly demands of siting and construction of additional imaging suites. In addition, they can be more easily adapted to meet other imaging needs when the immediate need for infectious disease imaging decreases, and it will. Neurologica has always been distinguished by its high level of service. We are renowned for our deep commitment to keeping our scanners up and running in peak condition and in the forefront of new technologies. It is no exaggeration to say that a lot goes into leading an elite group of field service engineers during this very difficult and challenging time. So even in this time of difficult and threatening travel, our service team has not stopped, but we are very careful to protect the hospital staff, patients, and visitors. This amazing group of 16 continues to keep our mobile CT scanners ready to scan on demand throughout the world. They continue to help save lives. Our guys are out every day driving or flying to customer sites, even during COVID. In our business, we say that every life matters. If a scanner is down, a life may be in jeopardy. Therefore, we try to get to a site within 24 hours. In addition, if possible, we do online servicing. We can connect with scanners remotely to diagnose and repair problems. Or, once we understand the issue through remote diagnosis, we can dispatch a field guide to bring the site up. Playing a major role in our success is our 100% awesome service team who are driven by outcomes. Our entire service team, consisting of 16 clinical engineers, committed to ensuring patients get the highest quality scan and get it when they need it. Our staff retention over the last 8 years has been 100%, so that says a lot, even in good times and in bad. Our guys hang in there. Our Neurologica field service engineers have not skipped a beat and continue to put themselves on the front of the ongoing COVID outbreak. installing, servicing, and training on all our mobile CT products in the field. Most CT scanners use a high voltage power supply connected directly to the hospital transformer because of their high power draw. What we did was put a battery array in the CT scanner that can charge from a standard wall power charge and then create CT technology capable of being powered by this while maintaining the highest image quality. And that changed everything. We also introduced other innovations such as the first CT scanner that could transmit images over a wireless network and the first with a touchscreen. This was all part of our commitment to build CT scanners that fulfilled our mission, and it was very personal. For the automobile aficionados among you, we think of it this way. Our scanners are built more like a Rolls-Royce than an assembly line product. These machines are basically hand-assembled for customers with a lot of personal attention. You are welcome to come to our company and see them being built. Every one that goes out the door is special. Unlike many companies, we are willing to do a lot of customization, which is often called for to create a scanner dedicated to a specialized use. That's why Neurologica makes it possible and practical for a CT scanner to go where no CT scanner has ever gone before, and makes it possible to set up a scanning area specifically for infectious disease patients. Thank you, and once again I encourage you to send any questions to mobilecT@neurologica.com.